friend and our music producer,
Lazy Nerd.
Oh my goodness, I'm having a brain fart here. Oh God, why am I? No, see, this is what happens. This is why we're going to two sick dudes with attitudes.
Yeah.
Because we're both having problems, with, for health and, it's affecting our memory. Lazy Nerd.
Yes.
We'll be interviewing him on, hopefully on Sunday.
It'll be
we'll
Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Sunday at 1 o'clock. And so, guys, the best thing to do is just go off and keep up with our official Twitter account, and because every time we go off and our show goes on, it immediately gets posted onto our Twitter account. So if you guys want to go check out that at BizMash Show, and so you'll be able to keep up with all the podcasts. Plus, at some point, they'll all get uploaded to our Facebook page as well. And of course, if you're one of those guys who loves to go on the YouTube, they are on YouTube. It's completely audio. We haven't figured out how to do video, but and if you guys have the patience to go off and do it, all of our podcasts are on YouTube. They get broken up into 15-minute segments. I haven't been able to figure out how to go off and to fix that. I might have to pay for it just so I can actually do that. I don't know. But that's, they'll be all over our social media this coming weekend.
Yeah,
sure.
we actually have plans. I think all 3 of our Twitter accounts will be broadcasting multiple posts throughout the weekend, as well as the Facebook. We have people that will be walking through. They'll be taking pictures, uploading them onto the Facebook page for us, as well as some live videos showing what the crowds and everything else is like. Give you a little insight of what it looks like from our table.
So hopefully we're going to have a couple places to plug in our phones, because we're going to need that this weekend. I can guarantee you.
Absolutely. So we do have Lazy Nerd scheduled on the Sunday. We also have, we don't have a time set out yet, but we do have an interview with Chloe Sky, as well as Entercon. Entercon is going to be pulling out a few big stops just to advertise their convention coming up in August. So when we get closer to that interview there, we will be advertising and posting a lot more about them, kind of giving you guys the what, but it's going to be an amazing surprise for all of you, and you are all going to love it, especially if you are a Transformers fan. You will love the special guest coming on with them. And the best part is that mask guy doesn't even know who it is yet.
Dude, I have a name that, or someone in the back of my head, and I'm thinking, oh my God, could it be him? Could it be him? Could it be him? And if it is, I'm going to have an absolute fanboy moment. I'm not going to go off and tell you guys who I think it is. But if it is, I'm definitely going to have an absolute fanboy moment. I literally grew up on Transformers. I am a kid of the 80s. And so if it's who I think it is, yeah, I'm going to be psyched. And I'll probably end up punching you for keeping it a secret from me.
Well, after the show, I think I will be revealing to you of who the special guest is, but definitely it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to blow everybody out of the water. So for them to bring this person on with us is an amazing treat, and can't wait for the fans to get that little special treat as well. So some of these stuff that are going on during the convention, we'll start with the River City Jedi. They're going to be throwing on some demos and that during the weekend. On Saturday from 11 to 11:30, as well as from 1 to 1:30, they'll be doing some classes there, as well as on Sunday from 12 to 12:30. So half hour at a time, but when it comes to the River City Jedi, that one of us will probably be finding a way to squeeze our way in there. Come on.
I have a feeling that I'm going to go off going to try to get in on it. I may or may not bring my own lightsaber, and I guarantee you there will be video of me with my mask on trying to go off and keep up with a bunch of little kids and who are probably going to kick my butt severely.
Two sick dudes with attitudes and a lightsaber.
Yep. Absolutely.
Um,
And maybe we'll have our little manager in training come join me. I'm sure he'll absolutely enjoy that.
Absolutely. I think there might be a few other ones we could throw into that group with you and make a kind of a whole thing of it. That'll be awesome. And we were talking about Lazy Nerd coming on our show on Sunday. He is actually going to be part of the Great White North Chiptune Showcase down in the U of W quad from 2 to 3:30. This is a whole bunch of chiptuners all joining together in the quad, putting some music together, entertaining everybody, showing what chiptuners do best. So we are definitely going to be making sure that at one point somebody with a camera will be down there videotaping this epic showcase that all those who haven't been able to get to the convention can see it for themselves as well and see what chiptune is all about. And then other than that, the only other thing I've been able to write down, and honestly there is so much to take part in this weekend, is the brief introduction to anime on Sunday from 2 to 2:45, put on by Icon, which is another anime convention here in Winnipeg. We've actually had some dealings with them, as well as they were at KeyCon, and we were at their Winterfest. So definitely looking forward to that. And all information, tickets, and everything else, you go to fanquestcon.com. All your information will be on there. There's so much to see, and learn a little bit more, and hopefully we see everybody at the 40th anniversary Star Wars as well as at FanQuest.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I kind of got a bit of a social media thing going on here. I got someone going off and trying to squeeze out some information about the special guest for EnterCon from me.
Was it Weem?
And I am trying to stay mum on to who I think it's going to be.
Was Weem? Is it Weem trying to get the information out of you?
No, it's someone who has a bit of a more intimate relationship with me. If you
know
what I mean.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, Darth
Vader. I know he stands in the corner watching you.
Yeah, he's kind of creepy, to be honest.
Absolutely. So we've been posting things about FanQuest the last little while. We're going to continue posting a bunch about it, bring you guys up to speed a little bit more of what's going on. Can't wait to see everybody there.
Absolutely. So if you guys want to go off and to listen back into our original interview with Dan from when he came on our show to talk about FanQuest, which that interview was done earlier this year, we will go off and we will post that on our Twitter account and our Facebook page probably tomorrow. And I think, just because River City Jedi is got a, little, is going to have a couple of presentations, I think, we can go off and we'll go off and post our little interview with them, which I honestly to date I think is one of the best interview segments that we've ever actually done on the show. So these will get rebroadcast on Twitter and on Facebook for your listening pleasure and the days to come leading up to FanQuest. And I'm looking forward to this. I'm hoping my body holds up.
You and me both.
I'm definitely. Well, let's just say that. I mean, this is gonna be a great weekend. It's gonna be a long weekend, and I do have a feeling that we're going to need to get our support team involved in on this to give us a hand for sure. But it should be really good.
Absolutely. So that's pretty much the end of our show. Other than we got some shameless plugs to do, and
Shameless plugs, yeah.
and then we got a couple days to rest before before we start delving in.
You do. I don't necessarily. I, of course, as I went off and discussed on the podcast in the past, I do go off and write for electronic federations, which is a nice way of saying I go off and pretend to be a wrestler over the internet.
You pretend to be somebody pretending to be a wrestler.
Serious role play to go off into right up here in the next couple of days, which is going to take up a bit of my energy. Plus, I got to go off and do some other stuff online,
and we have a Captain Fizz and Mask Guy meeting on Thursday.
And we have a meeting on Thursday with our support team to kind of discuss everything that we're hoping to accomplish this weekend with their support, of course.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be a crazy couple of days. I have a feeling that I probably should go make myself a nice big jug of ginger tea, because I think I'm going to be drinking a lot of it to try to get my immunity system kicking into overdrive in the next few days.
Absolutely.
Just to make sure that I can hold up.
Absolutely. So let's do our shameless plugs and call it a night.
Yeah, absolutely. So, of course, thanks you guys again for listening in to these two sick dudes with some serious attitudes. And yes, if, Weem or Amy or anyone else who's a wrestling fan is tuning in and listening, that is a shameless ripoff of what Shawn Michaels and Diesel used to call themselves when they were a tag team. Back in the Attitude Era, or I guess the pre-Attitude Era of WWE. I felt like it actually made sense when I went up and suggested it to Fizz earlier today, considering both of us we have tons of attitude, and we're both been fighting something that, that's really, been trying to kick our ass.
And has almost succeeded.
So, shameless plug time. You can follow us on Twitter.
You can follow me at RealCaptFizz, so at RealCaptainFizz.
You can follow this local fellow at That Mask Guy. Follow the show at Fizz Mask Show. Go check out our YouTube page. Again, you can, or our Facebook page. You can just search Captain Fizz and the Mask Guy. There's some interesting stuff. There is, if you follow us on Twitter or Facebook, you did see that goofy little video that I went off and posted about 25 minutes before we went on the air. Just kind of, discussing what we were going to talk about on the show. And I did go off and display part of my Funko Pop collection, a bunch of different Star Wars characters on there. If you go off and there's a comment to that video on Facebook, which actually gives you a better look at those figures, since they were behind me the entire time. And of course, again, as I pointed out earlier, you can go off. You can check out our YouTube page. Most of the content on there is just replays of all of our podcasts. So this one will go up and be on there. It will be broken into 4 parts. Again, if anyone who knows how I can fix that so that we can just have them as one big video, please go off and direct message me on Twitter, again, at That Mask Guy, so I can figure out how to do that. And I don't know, is there any other things we got to point out?
Yeah, the website.
Check out our website, www.fizzmasshow.com. And I guarantee you that following this weekend, Captain Fizz and his computer monkeys are going to be having a lot of fun just trying to upload all the pictures that we're going to go off and take.
Actually, most of those pictures that are being taken during the weekend will actually be uploaded to the website as they're taken.